kowtow.
Okay, so thank goodness I made it somehow.
Sugiura?
You're having politics and economics today, right? Time sure flies, and now it's the real thing, huh?
But why are you?
I want to apologize.
Huh?
I'm sorry I said such terrible things yesterday. I wasn't considerate about your situation at all, despite the fact that you were having entrance exams today, Ogiso.
Hey, stop this. Everyone's looking at us.
Sorry.
Did you go out of your way to wait for me just to tell me this?
There are things that I couldn't say over the phone, and I wanted to apologize to you face to face.
Sugiura.
And I wanted to do it before your exam starts. I didn't want all the effort you put in up to now go to waste because of me.
It's not like I bothered all that much, you know. I didn't work all that hard compared to everyone else anyway. And I'm used to you getting mad at me, Sugiura.
Still, I know that I've been right in our exchanges up until now, but you were the one who was right yesterday, Ogiso.
So you're saying I've been wrong up until now?
Sorry. Again,
Oh, it's alright. That's just like you, Sugiura.
just like me, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I'm talking with the Sugiura I knew from last year. You seem like you've gotten over your problem already.
You know, Ogiso,
Huh?
I have a lot of things I have to tell you.
Is that so?
Someday, I want to tell you all about it. I want you to know just what kind of person I am. On top of that, I really want to apologize.
It seems like a lot has happened, Sugiura. Though I don't have a clue as to what.
But I hope that you can focus on your exam right now. I'm really sorry about what happened yesterday, and I wish you all the best today.
Got it. To be honest, talking with you like this cleared my mind. I feel like I can handle today's exam just fine.
I really am sorry, okay?
You don't have to keep repeating it. Alright, about time I went to the classroom.
I hope you get accepted.
It's obvious that I'll get accepted, right? We'll attend the same university by the start of spring. I'll look forward to it.
Alright then. Good luck.
Yeah, later.
Sorry, Ogiso. We can't attend university together.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before our meeting today, there's something Sugiura wants to say. Come on, Sugiura-san. Yes?
Everyone, good morning. I'm Sugiura. It's sudden, but I'll take this opportunity to announce that today I will be resigning from my job here. It's been 3 months since I started working here. I slowly got used to the work bit by bit. I'm sorry that I have to quit after I've finally proven myself useful to everyone. I can't tell you the details because it's a personal matter, but for now, I plan to focus on my studies. I'm grateful for all the immense care each and every one of you has given me over the past 3 months. I will definitely use the experience and knowledge I've acquired here in my new environment. Lastly, acting manager, floor manager, and everyone, I'm really sorry for suddenly imposing everyone like this. Also, thank you for everything. Goodbye. Please take care, everyone.
After that, Koharu bowed deeply, and everyone gave her a warm round of applause. Even if no one ever saw this coming, Sato, Nakagawa-san, and the other core staff members still warmly bid her goodbye. Alright, that's it for now. Everyone, please get ready for opening hours.
Hey, Koharu-ji! Floor manager? Thank you for taking care of me all this time.
Never mind that. Come on. Come over here for just a little bit.
Yeah?
And that wasn't the end of it. Even after her speech, the girls gathered around Koharu to express how reluctant they were to say goodbye, with happy and sad expressions alike. I was suddenly called back to work here, and I had to put up with a lot that I couldn't handle, despite how I was initially surprised. To be only working in shifts as a trainer. Even so, perhaps I couldn't have asked for a better workplace in terms of the atmosphere. Okay then, I think today I will also go home. I'll hate you for a lifetime, Koharu-san. It only took me 10 seconds to take back my previous statement. What is it? Is she pregnant? Student marriage? Are you trying to create a scandal before you graduate? No way. She said it herself, right? She wants to focus on her studies. But she will graduate soon. She could at least continue until university starts in April. So in the meantime, Koharu-san could train someone else. I did say I'll take a break for a while, right? Well, if I'm needed, I can come back after April. I'll hate you even in my next life, Koharu-san. Stop it, okay? I did enough for this restaurant steak, okay? And she did too. It's a huge loss because you guys are so reliable. Even if we started hiring urgently right now, I doubt we'll find anyone who could pull their weight immediately. She considered that herself when she made the choice. Just send her off with a smile. Huh. Well, I'll do it for Sugiura-san. That's why I'm taking it out on you. It seems she was really worried about this, given that this is the only place she can truly be herself amongst a large group of people as of now. It's really hard for her to let go of such a place. She struggled with it all night, on the verge of tears the whole time, but she finally made her decision this morning. Well, anyway, I'll step in if things get hectic. I'll go home for now. Okay, good work. See you in April! Like I said, don't assume that I'll definitely come back. I'll be a working man next year, alright? Oh, you little... So you actually did do it! Come on!
Wait, that hurts, floor manager.
The girls' farewell ceremony surely is quite noisy.
Sorry for the wait, senpai.
I imagine they're quite reluctant to say goodbye to you.
Yeah, they showered me with hugs.
Is that so? She still looked happy though. Koharu had her ponytail half untied and smiled genuinely, but her red eyes implied how emotionally touching the farewell was.
With this, I have no more regrets.
You don't have to put it as if the world was about to end. You'll be able to come back to the restaurant again when the opportunity arrives.
I'm prepared to move on with an unwavering conviction.
As she said that, the bittersweet expression she had up until a moment ago disappeared, replaced instead with a stern look. That did look as though it had the unwavering conviction she described. Her red eyes are still not back to normal though. Alright, let's go back to the bookstore first. Then go back to my apartment to make a plan. We'll decide on the objective today and act tomorrow.
Okay.
Our schedule will be fully packed from now on. We won't have time to rest. If we go with your plan, that is. Yes, please. I'm sorry for involving you in all this. Honestly, for me, I want you to reconsider the objective again. That won't happen. I'm truly sorry. It'll be very demanding, you know. Rather, I think about 90% of it is impossible for this year.
I suppose so.
You won't regret it?
I will. I will regret it no matter what I choose. That's why I will make the choice with the least regrets. The choice that will result in comparatively less people getting hurt. So, Haruki-senpai, if you think you've had enough of me, senpai, you don't have to force yourself. I'll be fine by myself.
Don't get hurt by your own assumptions. I didn't say anything like that. But senpai, you suddenly went silent. So I thought you had enough of me. You know I won't abandon you now, Koharu. I will accompany you even to the depths of hell.
Yes, thank you very much. I really am sorry right now. I really need you, senpai.
Koharu, who wept over her failure of attempting to resolve everything herself last night, has now fallen into quite the troublesome state after merely a day. She's gathered her courage and determination, but she's also dependent on someone. Anyway, the die has been cast. Be it half a month, a year, or...
Perhaps I'll have to bear with it forever.
Let's get moving. With your unwavering conviction, that is.
Yes.
But her current change is no cause for concern to me. After all, Koharu's current situation is considerably better than what it was before. I remember how she handled things as straightforwardly and single-mindedly back when we first met. And I can see that signs of the bright, charming, and straight-laced girl, who's difficult to handle, are returning. By the way, what's with the commotion before? It did seem as though Nakagawa-san and the others were doting on you quite a bit.
About that?
Do you always get teased by them?
Yeah, well, if I had to say, rather than me, well, just a little is fine, right? Hurting senpai's reputation just a little?
Like I said, about you and Kitahara-san. Since you two came here together and are resigning together...
No, senpai becoming my trainer was totally a coincidence.
Then what about you two resigning together? Kitahara-san always been so rigid and serious, so I imagine everyone would be really interested to know how a younger girl managed to make him fall for her. It was senpai who showed interest. So, how was it? Now is the perfect time to talk about it, you know. How's it going between you two? How far did you go? Did you kiss?
I don't know whether you can use this as a reference, but...
Yeah.
We only made love in the restaurant once.
February 21st, Monday. What was that? What did you just say, Sugira?
I'm sorry for troubling you. I don't know how I should apologize to you, Sensei.
That's not what I want to hear. I don't understand what you're trying to say at all.
Please withdraw my recommendation to Hojo University.
Ugh. Tell me your reason. There's only 1 week left until graduation. Why are you doing this now?
I'll be trying out for the second wave of admissions at Saisen University. They're offering a program that I'd like to get into no matter what.
Like I'd accept a reason like that. What did your parents say about all this?
I've already No, They've already accepted it?
I can't trust that. Bring them here. I'll talk to your parents directly.
There's no need for that. It's a done deal in black and white. My parents have approved of my selfish decision. Sensei, I know I'm troubling not just you, but also the school by declining the recommendation. I really am sorry.
This isn't just about troubling us. This will also affect the number of future recommendations.
I know. That's why I came here to ask for a favor. I would like to apologize to the university.
You mean you want me to apologize to them for you?
I'll be apologizing personally, but if possible, Sensei, I would like you to accompany me.
Sugiura. Sensei, I understand that it'll trouble you even further.
However, by having you there, I believe it would reduce the damage to the high school to the bare minimum.
That might be true, but...
I understand that it's improper for me to say this as a student of Hojo High School, but I want to go to Saisen University, please. Excuse me. So, you heard all of that, huh?
Koharu?
If you two happen to see Mahoko, and you wouldn't mind, please tell her this. It's fine to go to Hojo University. There will be no one there to hurt you.
That means... Koharu!
I should be on my way. I have to begin my final push, though I only have a month left.
No way!
Well, bye then, you two. Get along for Mahoko from now on too, okay?
Wait! Hey, Koharu, wait! That's just so reckless of you. Sayuri, you're changing your ideal university right now and declining your recommendation, and you're going to Saisen with only 1 month left? It's just impossible. She's right. Saisen is on the same level as Hojo, if not even harder.
I won't know until I try.
Koharu!
Thank you, Sayori, for worrying about me.
I'm not worried about you or anything. I'm just saying that you're being an idiot.
Even so, I've already made up my mind. If I'm going to get accepted somewhere, I want it to be where I want to go, rather than where I'm able to go.
You won't make it. You'll end up wasting a year. You'll end up hating us. Nothing wrong with a gap year.
I won't. I'll take responsibility for the things I've done. If not, our relationship wouldn't be like this right now. Goodbye, Ako, Sayori. This will be probably the last time we meet, since I won't be going to the graduation ceremony. Bye, you two.
Koharu!
Take care.
Still, Koharu, once you've decided on something so defiantly, you really do follow through with it.
What do you mean?
Declining the recommendation, negotiating with Sua-sensei, even visiting the university to apologize.
But everything else after declining the recommendation was your idea, Haruki-senpai, wasn't it?
Indeed, I was the one behind the idea, but to think you'd do so without hesitation.
Because I believe in you, senpai. Your life experience, your way of thinking, and your tendency of not holding back.
Even now, I'm actually really opposed to all this. The method that Koharu had decided on to allow Yada-san to attend Hojo University is one that puts her own future in great jeopardy. It's just a slight misunderstanding between the two of you. There should be a better way to solve this. Perhaps you should first enroll at Hojo and attempt to persuade her over time, to the point where she would return to university someday. I imagine she can be pardoned for a temporary absence. It might look really bad right now, but if you look closely, you'll see that it's actually just a case of a high school girl having a broken heart. I'm sure when you look back on it in a few years, you'll wonder why you took it so seriously back then. And it'll just be an embarrassing memory that you'll smile about whenever you think back on it. I continue to ignore the fact that it's my responsibility to get to the bottom of this and insist on pressing Koharu to change her mind. And yet, Koharu...
In that case, let me know what the other methods are available for us to make up with one another, right here and now. We don't have room for time to do the work for us anymore. I simply can't hurt Mahoko more than I already have. Please don't consider this a simple case of a broken heart. I wouldn't want someone to belittle the love I have, even if said someone happens to be the person I love himself. I'm serious right now. Who cares about what happens in a few years? And anyway, I'm sure I'll still be serious then.
Once you've made up your mind, you're not gonna listen no matter what I say.
That's why I couldn't forgive you, senpai. That's why we clashed. That's why I came to love you.
Incidentally, once she strengthened her resolve, she wouldn't even hide her feelings. It's hard to get into Saisen's literature program, you know?
Senpai, they had an exchange with your seminar, right?
I have some acquaintances there, but honestly, I think theirs is more prestigious than ours. There are many graduates who get jobs in mass media and publishing, right? Oh, their department is well known for that, after all.
Senpai, you're aspiring to work as a publisher, right?
Yeah, if I'm able to.
Then that's sufficient. It's worth a try.
Should I think deeper about this, or just let it slide?
I'll definitely pass. I won't trouble anyone.
Koharu.
Not to Mahoko, Sayuri, Ako, my classmates, my teachers, my school. You yourself, senpai, or my mother and father. Nor to Izuka-senpai, Mizusawa-senpai, or Ogaso, and lastly, not to Ogaso-senpai.
Koharu's strong determination slightly deviates from her reason to go to Saisen University. Did she not realize this? Or did she just choose to overlook it for now?
By the way, how did I do on question 3?
Wait just a moment. The fact that I've been reminiscing about things up until now causes me to forget for just a moment that I'm now Koharu's personal tutor, and she's currently studying for exams. It's all because the day before yesterday, even with over 10 hours from dawn till dusk, it was an exam preparation plan that started way too late. Someone who has experienced the reality of university entrance exams even a little would either roll on the floor laughing or snicker at our hopelessly late efforts with cynicism. To be honest, even I'd laugh at how she still tries to get into Saisen University with so little time left. It's correct.
See? I haven't been messing around. Even after I got my recommendation, I've maintained the level of studying for an average exam taker.
There goes my reason to laugh at her. She really has done a good job at maintaining her study ethic. Among Saisen's past exam questions, this is one of the more difficult ones. Perhaps from here on out.
Do you think I'll make it?
Don't take entrance exams lightly. Come on, let's continue with question 4.
Yes.
That's right. We shouldn't be taking this lightly. Anyway, Koharu, since you've decided to take the general entrance exam, I won't leave your side until the date of the exam,
Okay.
for her to be able to smile at the very end. For me to be able to see Koharu's true self. I don't have much time to put in a serious effort at this point. That's why for these 3 weeks, I want you to prepare yourself and follow what I'm telling you to do, Koharu. I want you to believe in me.
Yes, Koharu-sensei.
Please don't call me that. I felt a slight, yet penetrating sting at that remark. February 22nd, Tuesday.
Really? So Mahoko can graduate?
Yeah, I've discussed it with the teachers last week. Although she doesn't have the required attendance, her grades in the second term met the required criteria. So they decided to give her an exception. I'm glad. I really am. Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Sugiura. Thank you for the notes you always gave her when she wasn't at school.
No, it wasn't much.
With this, I can at last catch a breath for now. Though, there are still many issues that haven't been solved yet. So, what's going on today? What do you want to tell me that I have to keep secret from Mahoko?
Yeah, actually,
Do you want a refill of water? Shh! Yes, if you'll excuse me. It'd be a problem if Yada-san's mother turned around right now, since I've met her twice already. About that problem that couldn't be solved, I want to tell you the reason why Mahoko refused to go to school. You know the reason? That's a relief. That girl never said a word about it. She still has a slight fever, so I refrained from prying into what's going on with her. Is that so? So, what is it? I wonder if it was because she couldn't get along with her classmates.
That's...
Back when she was in middle school, she often told me that she didn't want to go to school. But she stopped saying that upon entering high school, which made me very relieved. Now that I think about it, Koharu once told me about this before. Although she had been in Hojo ever since kindergarten, she still couldn't blend in with the class. It was all because you were there to pick her up every morning, Sugiura-san, and got along well with her. I'm very grateful for that.
I'm sorry. However, this time, I am the cause of the problem.
Eh?
I ended up hurting Mahoko. That's why Mahoko's isolating herself more desperately than she has up until now.
Oh.
As you said, I was very close to Mahoko. I'm not trying to be conceited, but I believe that she trusted me the most. Because I betrayed her, I think that's why she refuses to open her heart to anyone else now.
May I ask what happened?
That I can't tell you. The only thing I can say is, perhaps what's going on is just simply silly and trivial to adults who have been through life for tens of years. But this is a problem that has utmost importance for us who have only lived out life until our teenage years.
Is that so? It's a boy, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'm glad you told me.
Also, I know I'm about to make another forward request, but I have something I need to ask of you, Auntie.
What is it?
I want to talk to Mahoko.
Do you mean by coming to our house?
No. If we were to talk directly right now, I think it'd just become more complicated. That's why I want you to give this to her.
A letter?
I've written out all my current feelings down here. I've tried my best not to be emotional, to be calm, and I thought it through carefully. But I wrote it with honesty, with nothing to hide, for better or worse.
I just need to give this to Mahoko, right? I understand.
Are you sure you're not going to give it a second thought? Because Mahoko truly doesn't forgive me.
Yes, I'll make sure to hand this over.
But
Her friend here is trying her best to communicate. If Mahoko still refuses to respond, it's obviously her fault. Auntie, but the reason she became like this could be because we've spoiled her too much.
that's not true. Mahoko is really a good girl. I was at fault.
Anyway, I'll take responsibility to pass this letter to Mahoko, and I'll make sure Mahoko reads it.
Thank you so very much.
No, I'm the one who should thank you. And once again, please keep being friends with Mahoko, okay?
I'll do my best.
Good job. While Yada-san's mother left, and I sat on the seat right before me in place of her, Koharu heaved a massive sigh with her entire body. Well, I suppose the act of being honest to the mother of a friend whom you just got into a fight with does require quite a bit of courage.
Will Mahoko really read it?
She will. Her mother gave you her word. She'll do whatever it takes to make her read it.
But if she still won't forgive me?
Isn't that the very reason why we're getting her mother on her side?
What do you mean?
Now you can just pass letters to her whenever you want, as many times as it takes. Senpai, we're entering a war of attrition now. There can be no more mistakes. This is the last strategy I taught Koharu.
You really have considered many things? You handled things like an adult?
I guess so. I personally thought that this was the easiest and most proper way to go about this. But the way I was so calculating and accounted for various risks seems to show just how cowardly I am to Koharu, given that she's always tackled problems head on. If I used this calculating attitude on a certain other girl, I wonder if our lives would have been much easier.
But why are you so confident?
About what?
About the strategy to make an ally of her mother? You said it would definitely work out, right?
That's because she's the one person who cares for and loves Yada-san the most.
Huh?
It might sound rude to you, Koharu, but she cares for Yada-san even more than you do.
You don't even know much about her? I'm surprised that you believe in her so strongly.
I didn't believe it in the past. Because I only knew one kind of mother. I didn't believe it at all.
Senpai?
But the more people I got to know well enough, the more chances I got to meet different kinds of mothers. Moreover, during high school, I had to visit almost all of my classmates' homes. Because of this, I got to know their mothers. Takiya's mother is rather celebrity-like, unlike Io's mother is the exact opposite, someone who's had a completely modest upbringing. Also, there are mothers who talk just about anything. Also, there are mothers who talk just about everything with their daughters. Someone with nothing to hide. And there are mothers who are estranged from their daughters due to a mix of misunderstandings and incompatible personalities, but still adore them for who they are in the end. Based on the stats, I came to think that I can believe it. The more I know about mothers, the more I feel like taking a gamble at some point to see how things go. From your conversation with her, I'm even more confident that she's a good mother.
At the very least, She's more reasonable than Mohoko and me.
If either of you two were this flexible, none of this would have happened.
I guess so.
At that time, if only I was like that too. What am I saying? I need to stop thinking about that. It's too late to regret it, and we already decided to move on.
Senpai, regarding what we were talking about before,
Which one?
about your mother, Uh,
Koharu?
never mind. It's nothing. It's not something I should ask.
I see. Koharu cast her gaze downward and looked rather hesitant, which was rather unusual for her. But I responded by tilting my head in puzzlement, in a way that suggested I thought nothing of her reaction. I actually heard what she said, but since she said that it's not something she should ask, I should pretend that I didn't hear it.
Hey, Senpai, since it's almost noon, should we get lunch here?
Yeah, sure, that's a good idea. After that, we'll go back to my place and resume studying. In any case, with this, I finished planting the seeds. All that's left is to wait until they sprout. Of course, I'll have to do my best to water them, fertilize them, and pray they'll all grow to be big and strong during that period. However, with this, we've done everything we could, with the exception of one single thing. February 24th, Thursday. Well, let's take a short break. Should we call it a day? Since we've already reached our goal. Koharu? Today marks the 5th day of our one-on-one winter lessons. She's been here for 12 hours, from dawn till dusk. Then, after going home, she'll need 6 more hours to finish the homework I gave. The round trip from her house to here is about an hour. 3 meals and a shower takes about 2 hours. And that leaves 3 hours for sleep. Sometimes even less than that, in order to complete the daily assignments. This was bound to happen eventually. Really, she just doesn't know her limits. Hey, wake up. The last train will leave soon, you know? She completely fell asleep on the desk, and no matter how much I shake her shoulders, there's no signs of her waking up. Koharu. Jeez, you're gonna catch a cold. Despite the fact that I'm sighing, the truth is, I'm just messing around with her a little. It's obvious that my hands couldn't muster the strength they needed to truly wake her from her sleep. While I'm listening to her peaceful breathing, I look at her sleeping face, which looks even cuter than usual. Before I knew it, I began to curl her hair around my fingers, despite the fact that I meant to shake her shoulders. Koharu, who stretched her hands out to me as I fell down in an attempt to pull me up, only to be dragged down under with me in the process. Koharu, who attempted to save me after I'd been stained, only to end up being stained herself. Koharu, who ended up being corrupted by my own hands. And yet, even though her heart and soul should be heavily wounded by all that, how are you able to remain this pure? How are you still able to show me such a beautiful sleeping face? I want to hug her, though I really hope my body manages to suppress such a temptation. Ever since the day we decided to move forward, Koharu no longer cried with such intensity as she did before. Is it because she believes in what she's doing now? Or is it because she believes in me? Koharu, she's really strong. She's really amazing. I'm envious and jealous. And she's just so dear to me. Koharu. I have to repay her. To let this earnest girl get the happiness she deserves. It's about time to wake up. You promised you wouldn't stay overnight for the time being, right? And perhaps someday, I too, if I'm able to look back at this dazzling girl straight in the eye without feeling hurt and without wanting to run away, then... Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Koharu's plan for solving all this is a bit self-sacrificing. I hope her studying works and she gets in. It would be a shame if she sacrifices her education for Haruki. At least the school she's trying for is on the same level as Hojo. This is an all-or-nothing gamble, though.